Well, it's hailing outside and we just pulled up to where we're gonna camp for the night, so guess I'm gonna use this thing. When I built this up to carry all my extra gear in there, it made it a little bit more difficult to get through, but I think we can do it. What do you think, Lil? You gonna scoot over for me? There we go. All right. Lily didn't know what to make of that.
After the hail stopped and the clouds parted, we finally got Lily out to enjoy the fresh air a little bit. We decided to head back into Silverton and just kind of walk around town and see what we could find. Man, did I pick the right place to park. Look at this lineup. These were some pretty cool rigs, I've got to say. After that, I found a local, and yeah, he wasn't much help. Started walking around and just enjoying the place and finding a few things that caught my eye. Walked around town, walked down the alleys. Silverton is a pretty interesting place. To stop by the Wooden Indian. You remember that place. That's the one that Brandon owns. So if you're in Silverton, thank him for helping me out by stopping in and buying some ice cream or getting yourself some popcorn. They've got gifts there too. Well, we came back to Silverton to hang out here. Got rained pretty good, but again, this place is pretty cool. You see the mountains in the background and everything. It's just really nice here. And then we're kind of on this little spot. It's the only extra spot on this entire road right here to camp. So this water right here, like I said, it's been raining all day. This water right here has risen probably about 8 to 10 inches. None of this was over there. And none of this was right here, so actually maybe a lot more than that, but there's no way it's getting all the way up here. That would be another 5 feet. And then we got the river over here. I was thinking about doing some fishing, but you can see it's pretty well blowing it out. Also in this area, which is pretty cool, there's been known to have moose coming down that way through there, but these willows and stuff are pretty darn tall, so you'd have to come pretty close for me to see them. But this place is just pretty epic, where the clouds are and everything. But we're just gonna chill here. What do you think, Stink? Huh? What do you think? Yeah? What do you think? So emergency rhino and a motorcycle took off. He had a stretcher. Now it sounds like an ambulance is somewhere up there, just about gonna show itself. Yep. Or, well, not an ambulance, but rescue, I guess. So now the ambulance, actual ambulance, is going. Yep. EMS. Man. So first it was a rhino with a stretcher on the back and a motorcycle behind him, and they were flying down this road. Then the sport utility, and now the ambulance. And it's weird, the ambulance is down on this side, the other guy's on that side, and then the other guy was up there. So I'm not exactly sure. That's pretty wild. Well, unfortunately, helicopter. So, yeah, that was 5 emergency vehicles, and unfortunately now the helicopter. So, yeah, it looks like they've got a bad situation up there. Might actually be able to tell where. I'm glad I didn't send up my drone. I kind of thought about that. I thought, you know, with emergency services, it's probably not something you want to do. Besides that, they could be flying their own drone for reconnaissance or something like that. So, yeah, that was a no-no for sure. But trying to see where she goes, if she's right there or if she goes up the canyon wall. It looks like she's gonna fly. Oh, so the helicopter is flying right to the $100-year mine or $100 mine, whatever it is. It looks like she's landing there, so they must have got the person transported to the mine, which would be the best place for. Oh, wait a minute, it's taking back off. It's coming back this way. No, it's going back over the canyon. They definitely did not stop long enough to pick that person up. Wow, that's interesting. That's a very odd approach. Maybe the wind picked up and they weren't able to. Pull in right there. It's a pretty strong wind coming through that canyon. I'm feeling it here. Wow, man, that's too bad. Well, it's dinner time. Unfortunately, the helicopter finally did take off and all the rescue crew zipped by. Man, they were there for a good 40 minutes, so whatever the situation was, it wasn't good. I'm sure they probably had to get them down the mountain from wherever they were, and then once they got it to where the helicopter could land, then they got it, you know, taken. It went back into Silverton. It didn't go up over the mountain to Durango, so I'm really not sure what happened. But we're trying something new for dinner. Well, not really new, just a new way of doing it. So we got chicken going on, and I picked up this. Actually, I picked this up for cornbread, but I thought, you know, this might be enough just to heat like leftovers in this little pan and still be able to cook. So yeah, we're gonna try it, see if it works. Still got a really nice, beautiful day.
Whoa, what do I see? No, for sure. I was flying my drone around, and up by the mine were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 earth roamers. Looks like 4 of the big ones and then one of the smaller ones. And I decided that when I heard them coming down the mountain, I was just going to play with the drone a little bit and chase them down and see how well I could follow them, I guess. But drone got too far away from me and said, yeah, I need to return home. I'm sure these guys were probably on their way to Overland Expo, more than likely. They were really cruising down the road pretty good. Those some pretty neat vehicles. That's a lot of money right there. That's probably over, wow, that's probably over $4 million flying down the road. Well, I hope you guys had a good time at Overland Expo. I'm pretty sure that's where they were headed. After seeing those guys, I think they had the right idea. I think it's time to pack up from this location and hit the road and see where it takes us next. But for that, you're going to have to tune in next week and see where we take the Sunraider.